This is Tarot with an Attitude, featuring your host, tarot consultant and spiritual medium, the Reverend Rob Lee. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the relaunch of Tarot with an Attitude. I am your host, the Reverend Rob Lee, and glad that everybody is here. And welcome back to my old Barefoot Bangarang tribe members, and welcome to the new ones. You know, I want to say thank you to everybody. Some of the old Bangarang tribe, everybody knew a little bit of what I was doing, where I was going, and I just had to step away for a while and kind of got lost in the weeds like a lot of us do. But I'm back. I found my path, and I know what I'm supposed to be doing. We are going to bring Tarot with an Attitude back with a vengeance, and we are going to be loud, proud, and strong, and we will continue to be the Barefoot Bangarang tribe. I'll explain more about that in a minute. You know, this relaunch means a lot to me. It means a lot to Gillian. Y'all will meet Gillian. Those of you who don't, that's my wife. All right. She will be a part of this. Many other people will be a part of this. But getting back to the basics, I want to make tarot, divination, and the metaphysical fun for everybody. I'm looking for a place to give you a safe place to come find your happiness, understand things, ask questions, and Tarot with an Attitude wants to be a part of your becoming, reaching your higher self. Knock, knock, knock. Hello, this is your higher self. I miss you. So understand that's the purpose and what we're going to do with Tarot with an Attitude. You know, we are going to be talking definitely tarot, and every episode will have a tarot reading. So make sure you always watch until the end, okay? Because there will always be a special tarot reading for that session, for that day. We are going to also have a weekly tarot scope, things that are going to happen. I'll explain that more in a minute so you can find it for what's going on and different things. You know, I'm looking at some note here. I want us to be able to ask questions and have a safe place to answer them so you can know where you're going and what you're doing. All right. Do I have all of the answers? Absolutely not. But if I don't have them, we can find them together. We know the people that we can reach out to and get you any answers or questions that you may have. So the whole purpose of Tarot with an Attitude is to bring a safe place. And I want to form a community where, you know what, we're focusing on what brings us alive, what brings us happiness, what moves us forward, and what moves you forward as an individual in your own journey. Tarot with an Attitude is about community, it's about friends, and it's about being able to ask advice and knowing what's going on. I will explain tarot. I will tell you the cards that I'm using. I'm going to be using different decks all the time. We will find that, and newsflash, stay tuned. I'm developing my own Tarot with an Attitude deck, and you will be learning how to get hold of that at some point. Gillian's got different things. We have a lot going on, and we're going to be able to do it. But we're going to come back, and yes, we will be doing the live readings. We're going to have a new format where things run a little differently than before. I'm not going to be on 7 days a week doing live and all that stuff. That was just draining. But you will be able to be in for the live readings, and it's all going to be right here on YouTube. We still have the Facebook channels. We still have everything you need. Reach out to me, Rob Lee, on Facebook. The group, Tarot with an Attitude, that's a private group. Ask to join. We don't turn anybody down. We just ask that you follow the rules of the group. Keep upbeat, see what's going on. And if you want to ask a question, that's a good place to ask it, because a lot of people with a lot of experience in all different realms of the metaphysical world are there, and we can get those questions answered for you there. Also have the Tarot with an Attitude page, the actual business page on Facebook. Check that out. Most importantly, we have the YouTube. We will have Instagram. I'll do TikTok. We're going to have multiple places for our community to be able to get together. But at the same point, this is home base. I want this YouTube channel to be our home base where our broadcasts are and everything else. So it's going to be very important. Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button. But make sure to ring that little bell so you get notified of every new episode that comes out, because there's going to be a lot and I don't want you to miss it. So with that being said, we're going to move further into the relaunch. Back in a second. Okay, so first things first. Many of you that are new are wondering, who are you? What gives you all this experience and everything else to be there? Man, I have been around the world. So let me tell you a little bit about my past, okay? I was raised the son of a Baptist preacher. You got it, a Baptist preacher. This life change did not go over well. Trust me. So I'm very familiar with and knowing how to break free of pre-programmed thinking. I'm not saying everything that I was taught was wrong. I'm saying I was able to start learning and seeing for myself. And many of you have questions and want to know, and I'll be glad to open it up for you. I am a dad of 4 beautiful children, ranging from 40 plus down to 29 this year. Yes, 1 girl, 3 boys. It's awesome. Done the parent thing, been there, done that. Know how to manifest. We are going to show you, and you can become an expert in manifesting. These things are going to be important. I've done it myself. I will give you my stories, things as we go, or whatnot, to understand there's not just wishing involved, there's more to it. But I'm going to teach you that all along the way. You know, was doing really good in the private sector up until I was about 50 years old, was doing so well, knocking down a lot of money every year, working for call centers, did so good that boom, they sold it. And less than a year later, I'm working for 7-Eleven as a cashier. So been there, done that on the turnaround, and everything is a mindset. I want to help people learn how to overcome and move on, adapt, understand that everything that happens to you is not a hit. It's how you take it and what we do with it. It's generating this energy, generating this power, and knowing you are constantly in control. And the big thing is, you're never alone. You know what? So I scratching my head. What am I good at? I'm good at talking to people. I've always been, people in my old jobs would call me Father Rob. They always came to me with problems, things like that. So I went and got ordained, and then I went back to school. When I say back to school, I was 50 years old with a GED. All right. I went straight back through as a single parent. And 7 years later, I have my master's degree in social work. I am a certified counselor with the state of Florida as an intern, and I'm letting all that license go. I want you to understand, I want to be able to tell you what you need to hear, what you want to hear. Well, maybe not always what you want to hear, but without anybody telling me what I can and cannot say. So this way, yes, I am certified as a life coach. But at the same point, I've already been certified as a clinical intern with the state of Florida. All right. But everybody likes paper. They like to do whatever. I'm certified in life. Also a Reiki practitioner. All right. Certified as a Reiki practitioner and specialized in distance Reiki. That means I don't have to be with you. I don't have to touch you. We don't have to lay hands on each other. My wife, Gillian, is as well. Gillian has gone on to actually become a certified crystal energy healer. She's done sessions with people online all across the country. And guess what? She's good at it, and you're going to enjoy it. And we're going to be bringing that part into the show. You got questions about those crystals, different things? This is going to be the place to have them answered, because we're going to talk about every aspect of it. You know what? Also, I'm a certified sound healer. Yeah, we're adding that in. And I'm actually building our own meditations and soundtracks for the Bangarang tribe for different topics, different things, where you can plug in and don't have to worry about what's embedded underneath and all that noise. We're going to do it. I'm so thrilled to be a part of this and to know that we're actually going to be bringing this to life. Tarot with an Attitude started back in 2016 originally. And we were going strong and growing really fast, and then I left it. But it started because I felt a need for a place for people to go and be happy, because everything was negative, negative, negative. Sound familiar? Absolutely. One of the things I learned in working with addicts that are opiate addictions, things like that, through a medically addicted treatment clinic is, you know what? They don't need all the fluff. They need to hear exactly what's going on, thus the attitude. And I found out I got to be me. I got to talk straight to you and tell you exactly what that means. I won't intentionally hurt your feelings, but I will be straightforward. So this is going to be the place. But at the same time, I'll talk very straight, but I'll give you a hug. And at the end, I promise you, we'll laugh. We'll have a good time. This is where I'm trying to go with tarot and an attitude. We are going to be incorporating so much more. I have also been experimenting and playing with spiritual mediumship. I am now doing live galleries for different places. I'm going to be in Maine next month at the end of the month at a small theater called the Footlights Theater in Falmouth, Maine, with about 50 to 70 people. So people are already calling in. Look it up. I'll try to get the information down below. And if you can be up here, that would be awesome. But if you need something like this down in your neck of the woods, wherever you're at, give me a call. Let me know. You'll be able to reach out to me and different things. I'm also experimenting with a way when we do the live shows to be able to do call-in so people can actually call in. So we're trying to do all of this, but you're going to have set content consistently, and we're going to get back to our old live readings just like we used to do. So that's where we're at. That's who I am. All right. And what I want to do and what this channel is about. Next, stick around. Let's talk a little more about where we're going and what you can expect on tarot with an attitude. Okay, let's talk about what you can expect on the show. And this is something I want you to be able to get your feet into and know what's going on and dig down in. That's what we're talking about. So one of the first things we're doing is the tarot scopes. Rob, what's a tarot scope? That's where I combine your horoscope through the lens of tarot. We'll be able to do this. We are going to have a weekly reading. You will be able to look the week before at the upcoming week for your tarot sign. Every sign will have its own reading, and I want you to be able to find that every day. We're setting up what day it's going to come out, and I'll be sure to let you know. But it is an actual horoscope reading through tarot, and I'm going to give you that. So you'll be able to look forward, get some guidance, get some key insights on what's coming and maybe where you need to go. You know, one of the other things we are going to be talking about is divination. There's so many topics this show we're going to be talking about, and I want you to be a part. I want you to tell me if there's something you want to hear. But divination, we're going to be talking about using pendulums. Y'all know I love my pendulums, my old tribe, okay? My pendulums are here, things like that. We're going to tell you how to use them, what they do, how they do it. Dowsing rods. We'll be using and talking about dowsing rods, different things. Scrying, crystal balls, all of it. We'll be talking about how to do it. And guess what? It's not all dark and spooky. It is for everyone to use. It's just a way to focus your mind. That's all it is. We're not calling on demons. We're not calling on darkness or anything else. We may look at your darker side because you may need to work on that. We call that the shadow self. We may need to look at that and face it and say, is this part of me good, or do I need to change it? Okay, that's up to you. You will always have a shadow side. You'll never get rid of it. All right, but knowing it, controlling it, that's the key. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about star seeds. We're going to talk about life on other planets. You know what? I'm even going to have a couple of shows on Bigfoot, the Sasquatch, because there are a lot of beliefs about this actually being a spirit animal. So let's talk about it. All these different avenues, these different things. Most importantly, we are going to talk about mindfulness and meditation. Everyone's like, oh my God, none of the meditation show. Let me tell you something. We're going to begin differently because I want to teach you how. A lot of people have told you to meditate and pointed you to these awesome meditation videos, but nobody ever showed you how to do it. I want to be able to teach you how to meditate, what to do, how to step in and do it gradually so you can finally get on, so you can find that place no matter what's going on in your life where you can bring yourself to center again and find some peace and realize things are working for you, not against you. That is up to you. We are going to be talking about our spirit guides and angels. Those are very important. That you understand when I said before, you're never alone. The spirit guides and angels are always present. You're like, well, how come I never feel them? Because a lot of times we've turned it off. We've turned our back on them. We haven't acknowledged them, and they've just stepped into the back to let you do your own thing. I want to get you in tune with that. I want you to find out what's going on in your life and how you can reach out to God, universe, spirit. Yes, I said God. God being whatever that is to you. All right? So, a lot of this stuff is what Tarot's Attitude is going to be talking about. We are also going to get on the topic of channeling. There are a lot of people channeling out there, and then there are a lot of people that are genuinely channeling. Let's talk about it. I think people have a misnomer, a misunderstanding about what channeling actually is, because everyone has the ability to do it. Oh, yeah, you do. I know that's hard to understand. We're going to be talking about chakra alignments. We're going to be talking about intuition. And not only talking about it, I want to help you understand ways that you can sharpen that third eye, that intuition, the crown chakra, which not the third eye lets you see, the crown lets you understand what you're seeing and kind of brings it all together. We're going to take a look at that and how to listen to that. Sometimes what we need to do is learn to be able to calm down and break free and just feel comfortable within our own skin. The other thing is we're going to be doing tarot readings. I'll explain tarot. I'll be doing things. I'm not going to have a tarot class here, okay? But I am going to be offering tarot classes, and I've published a book, Tarot with an Attitude, or it's Tarot Simplified, Learn Tarot in a Day, and it's on Amazon. You can find it right now there. I'll get that on later. We'll show you. There'll be links, all that good stuff. So let's understand that numerology is going to play a key. I've got a guest planned for numerology that is an expert in the field. How does that work? What does it do? We're going to be talking about angel numbers and different things and different aspects of numbers and how they play in your life and what they are. If I know something is a fact, I will tell you it's a fact. If this is my personal belief, I will tell you it's my personal belief. There is nothing I ever want to do to sell as fact that is just something I have just come to believe. That is what other people do, and we don't want that. I always want you to be able to trust I will give you the best information I can as often as I can. If you ask me a question and I don't know, I will tell you I don't know, but we will find the answer together. I'll get somebody in or whatnot. We are going to be doing so many things with interviews. We are going to be talking to people from all of these facets of metaphysical world, spirituality, and energy. Energy is so much more than what you want to believe. We're going to bring experts in on manifestation, understanding there's more to a process than just wishing for something and thinking, whoop, the universe is going to magically drop it at your feet. No, but manifestation is real. It works as long as you know what you're doing. Okay? So let's understand these are some of the things you're going to be able to expect from the channel. And I want to talk to you now about what I'd like to see from you guys. Just a second. Okay. So you heard me talk about the Barefoot Bangarang tribe. Those of you who are already a member, you know what it is. Does it cost anything to be a member of this? No, it doesn't. Just join us and be part. Let me explain where I got the term bangarang from. I wish I could say it was my own, but it wasn't. Watching an old movie called Hook with Robin Williams. My man, Robin Williams. Miss him so much. Anyways, a lot of times if you will open your mind up to what's going on, there will be spiritual message in a lot of things you see that are underlying. You've just got to be open to see them. And one of the things I thought was manifestation came up and different things were coming up about, what you put out, you get back. We've all heard it. Well, they were sitting down. Peter Pan, Robin Williams, had grew up and he grew out of his magic. Didn't lose it, but he grew out of it. And therefore, he lost it to himself. Didn't even know what he was capable of. He has to go find his magic again. I'm going to cut this down real short, okay? And his ability to fly. So, in one of the scenes, he goes back to Neverland and he's with the boys, the Lost Boys, and they are throwing barbs back and forth at each other, verbal barbs. All right. And he can't get into it. It's hard. Finally, he starts coming and getting into it. And every time somebody threw a good barb out and that person did a comeback, it would be bangarang, bangarang. I got hit with this word and what was going on. And what we need to understand is tie this word into what you put out comes back. Bangarang. We need to refine our magic. We were born with it. We let the world and popularity take it away from us, and we let reason and logic take its place. I want us to be the Barefoot Bangarang tribe. Barefoot, get your shoes off. You can't always get your shoes off, but I don't care where you are. At some point, get your shoes off. Get your feet in the carpet, on the tile, in the concrete, and whenever you can, in the grass, in the sand, in the dirt. Get your feet, get grounded. Take a moment to feel that energy between you and the earth. And let the energy come down between you and heaven. Now let them meet and form in your heart and explode and radiate out. And that is an energy and a magic. Once you do this and you start having faith in your beliefs again, what you put out, you'll get back and you can spread your wings and fly. I want all of us to be able to fly. Life can be difficult. No matter what, you can fly. You're like, Rob, I don't understand. You know what? Stick with us. We'll show you. Being able to fly and understand life as it comes forth. Man, what a world. And you know what? It's the beginning to the keys of happiness. That's one of the things we do. You know, what I want to talk about too is what I expect from you guys. I really expect you guys to come in, be open, ask questions, be ready, okay? Give the energy back and forth. It is a mutual exchange of energy. I will give you everything I've got. Please put back, subscribe, share, pass this on to people. Let them know so we can grow and become. All we're trying to do is look for a positive force in life to find peace, love, and happiness and move forward. We've got enough negativity surround us. This can be our safe place. And guess what? When you walk out the door at the end of the day, you'll be able to know that happiness is there and that all of this going on around you is just friction. It's just vibration, but you can change and you can accept it or not. You know, I want you to embrace the tribe. I want you to come in and be a part. Join the pages, join the community, put questions in there. Come in, send questions to me. You will have my email address. I'm even going to give you my my phone number so we can contact and do whatever we need to do to make this grow. That's what we're doing. That's what I'm looking for. That's the whole purpose of Tarot with an Attitude, is so that we can do this, grow, use tarot for some divination to understand, get some guidance into that higher conscious so we can make sense of it, recontact with our spirit guides, with God, with energy, with Mother, with Earth, with the universe. You know, what's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with it, and you need a place. This is your private place to be able to come and say, hey, I'm here and I'm a part of something that is just wanting to move you forward. Always said, and you will hear it and come out in the cards. If there is something in your life that is not working to your highest good, you need to step away from it. And one of the things I want you to know is Tarot with an Attitude wants to work towards your highest good. I'm going to work towards mine, but I have to keep in mind that exchange of energy. To do that, I need to help you work towards your higher good. So, with that being said, hold on, and we're going to talk a little bit more and I've got a tarot reading coming up for you. So stay tuned. Okay, we're back, and here we are. It is time for our tarot reading, and we're going to do this every time. This tarot reading is going to be for the tribe, so that no matter when you watch this, I'm asking, what is the one thing we need to know to move forward to being happy and to be present and to make ourselves take that next step? One of the things some of you know that I do that might be a little different. The first card I use is the card after I cut the deck off the bottom. It's called the shadow card. And I move it right here because a lot of times this is a card that gives us the scope on everything we're doing. And this is the 5 of coins. I got a feeling that's going to be a very powerful card to show us what we're doing. We next have the Hanged Man. The Hangman is coming up. Ooh, all right. Now, 3 of Cups. Look at the happiness and the joy. You know, I'm looking at perspective here. I'm looking at the universe wants us to be happy. Let's see what's going on. Now we have the Hermit. Wow, this is going to talk about everything we were just talking about in the previous portion of the show. So let's see what's happening. And then we have the Knight of Coins. So let's take a look at this. When I say we're looking for how do we be happy, where do we go, what do we do? And some of us feel lost, okay? Some of us feel like we don't know where to go. The Knight of Coins, or the 5 of Coins, is here to talk about finding a place in the real world where you can ask for help. Because believe it or not, our biggest problem in life is generally not asking for help when we need it. Help is closer than you think, such as right here. There are people that are very willing to help you find your way. And this is talking about the real world. It's not just spirituality. Sometimes we all need a little help. We need that helping hand. The Hanged Man. Some of this, wow, here comes the attitude part. You got to change your perspective on how you look at anything. This is the Hanged Man. Sometimes we have to take responsibility for us and stop blaming everybody else. Sometimes we put our own head in the noose, or we got involved with people we knew were not good for us, but we did it anyways. You know what? Doesn't make you evil, doesn't make you anything. It makes you human. And guess what we're going to do? We're going to look at today as a day to step forward and change. And I want you to start changing your perspective. Look inside yourself and look at yourself first. Then examine the world around you and see if it's helping you or if there's some other way you need to look at what's going on in your life to help you move forward. The universe is here. You have people that love you and want to celebrate with you. You know, there are people that when you shake off whatever these things are that are holding you back, the chains or whatnot, they want to party. They want to celebrate. They miss you, okay? But these friends can also be dragging you along a bad path. There's the perspective. You got to look at it. Who's really doing what here? Take some time, analyze it. And that means walking your own path alone for a little bit. The Hermit. You don't have to get rid of everybody, but it is okay to say, where am I going? This deck is called the Lost Tarot. It was purchased for me by my wife off of a Kickstarter program. But you can go to the Lost Tarot, I believe it is .com, and see when she's redoing another release of the deck. Last time I checked, they were all out, but they were going to be doing another one. So if you want to see this deck, check it out. The artwork is sublime. When we talk about tarot, we talk about artwork. One of the things I always look for, depending on, I grab a deck that speaks to me. When the Hermit comes up or different figures come up, this Hermit is looking forward and almost a little bit to the right, my right, okay? So what I want you to see is one of the things I look at in this is he is taking his time to look where he's been, but also where he's going. He's slowing down, taking a look, and he's trying to find his own path. The universe above him is showing him, we have the world laid out for you. Don't get caught up in what everybody else is doing. You need to walk your path for your happiness and move forward. Move forward, Knight of Coins. We're back into coins. Look how we started. Coins and coins, okay? The coins are about the material world. They're about here. They're about physicality. They're about things you can put your hands on. They're about things you can see, touch, do. Okay. Money, work, those types of things. This is the physical world. And the Knight of Coins. Okay. If you look again, he's getting helped up. He's carrying a load. This armor to go forward into battle is heavy. So he had to rely on some other people to get him set on his horse. So we're back to that. Maybe you might need to find a little help, but knights are always about moving forward. If you want something in this life, if you want to move forward, if there's some place you want to go, something you want to do, something you want to accomplish, you cannot do it sitting still. You have to move forward. So ask for help. Take a look at the perspective of what you're needing to do. Take a look at it again from a different vein. Separate yourself from it. Understand life is out there. People want to party, meant for you to be happy, and there are people that want to be happy with you. But you have to watch your own track, watch your own steps, and see where you want to go. And make sure, to quote Jim Croce in an old song, if you're going my way, I'll go there too. Okay? So he's willing to travel along with other people, but he's not going to change his course. Okay? You need to set your course and be willing to go forward and move forward on that course, because there will be people there to help you all along the way. Bangarang. So glad you were here for the relaunch. I am so looking forward to this and speaking and talking with you and working with you and bringing everything we've got to light. Tarot with an attitude. Make sure you become part of this community. It would mean a lot to me, all right, to know that people are actually looking as we move forward to different things. And tarot with an attitude, you're going to feel good. All right. So, as I always end, take what you want, leave what you don't, but leave having experienced some peace, love, and light. Banger!